Hey guys, you are welcome back. Now, um, here's another question that we're going to be solving on materials handling. And this is the question that we're going to be solving. This question number two, material handling. And do you know I have a very special gift for you? A gift. I have a gift for you. Now, okay, this is the sweet package that I have for you. This is the gift that I have for you. And do enjoy it. You can see I have here materials handling. You'll be thinking like, what is material handling? Material handling refers to the movement of materials and the movement of materials in any direction, including maybe up, that is elevation, as well as horizontal plane or movement of the materials in short or long distances. You get what I'm saying? Do you know we have long distance movement of materials? This is it. And we have the short distance movement of material. When the movement of materials is between the processing shed, such as as you know, on farm, in the processing unit of the farm, we have various units inside the processing unit, processing shed. We have various units such as the shelling unit, the cleaning unit, the packaging unit. All these units are also encompassed in the processing shed. So the movement of materials between these three units that I mentioned for you is known as the short distance movement. However, we have another one called the long distance movement. The long distance movement is the movement of materials, movement of materials in a long distance. Example is from farm to market, from one place to another. You get what I'm saying? So that is long distance movement. So what I have here is what we are going to be using to solve this question. We're going to be using that to solve this question. As you can see, they say that ABC Farm Limited. Please, I want you to take note of the parameters as I read. The parameters are very, very important. ABC Farm Limited, Ado-Ekiti, not Ade, Ado-Ekiti, who specialize in mechanized production, processing, and storage of maize. What's the botanical name of maize? Z-maize. Yeah, you got it right. So, has been awarded a contract to supply 200 metric tons of maize grains in bag to the war-ridden Central African Republic. That's full stop. The farm is located about 5 kilometers from the processing unit. As I told you, we'll be dealing with distances right now. 5 kilometers. We have our first distance is what? 5 kilometers. Then from the processing unit, within the processing unit, the distance between the cleaning, grading, notice the distance between the cleaning, grading, and bagging unit, comma, and between the bagging and storage unit are 75 meter and 100 meter respectively. That means that this 75 meter is the distance between the cleaning and bagging unit, while 100 meter is the distance between bagging unit and what storage unit. Please understand, okay? The distance between the cleaning or grading unit and bagging unit is what, 75, and the distance between bagging and storage unit is what, 100 meter. Please understand this. So I have like how many distance like that? I have one, two, three. I have three distance. Now let's continue. Bagged products are to be stored for a maximum of 15 days prior to their shipping. That is, before they are shipped, they have to be stored like 15 days. If the loading unit is about 250 kilometers from the nearest airport and shelling is done simultaneously with harvesting, identify the kinds of equipment structures this farm will need in different stages of harvesting. Look at this: harvesting, processing, and delivery. Now look at this. If the load unit is about 250 kilometer, now if you look at this, I have like how many distance like that? I have what, 5 kilometer. That is the distance between the farm and the processing unit, and the distance between the cleaning and bagging unit, which is 75 meter, and the distance between the bagging unit and the storage unit, which is what, 100 meter, and the distance respectively the bag product each other, and the distance the loading unit is about 250 kilometers to the nearest airport. So I have like one, two, three, four, five. I have one, two, three, four. I have four distances. Now the questioner says, identify the equipment structures this one will need in the harvesting. As you know that this is maize. Depending on what the lecturer gave you, depending on what you have in your notes, and look for a machine that is used in harvesting maize. Or for my own case like this, I know that the machine used in harvesting maize, um, now, since you are dealing with mechanized farming, what's the machine that is used in harvesting maize? As you can see, the question says we should first answer what? Stage of harvesting. So, what's the machine that is used in harvesting maize? In my own case like this, I have corn harvester machine. So, I'm going to put corn harvester machine, corn harvester machine. Corn harvester, or you can also put only corn harvester. You get it? You can also put only corn harvester. And also after harvesting, however, I want you to check your handout and note the machine that are used in harvesting maize from the what the lecturer gave you. But I know this is part of the machine that is used in harvesting maize. Now let's proceed. This is harvesting. Then this is processing. What machine is used in processing maize? We have various machines. We have the threshers. We have all this machine, So, and for me like this, I'm going to put 2, which is on my figure 2 rather. It's not 2. So, for processing, I'm going to be putting what? I'm going to be putting threshing machine or threshers. You get it? So now the third question says, and after processing, delivery. Now this is where I want you to pay attention very well. This is where I want to pay attention very well. Delivery. Uh, Delivery. Don't forget from the gifts that I gave you before. As you know quite well that in order to deliver the maize, we have to cover some distance. You get what I'm saying? So why cover in an attempt to cover the distance? What are the equipment that is suitable for such distance? That is what we'll be dealing with in this delivery aspect. That is delivering of the maize from the farm itself to the Central African Republic, to the delivery of these metric tons of 200 metric tons of maize to the war within Central African Republic. That is what the question is now asking us. What type of equipment is suitable? What type of machines? What type of equipment? Is it long distance movement? What type of long distance movement? Is it short distance equipment? What type of short distance movement? For we have many short distance, many things, many equipment that you can use, many machines, many machine that you can use in short distance. We have the bent conveyor, chain conveyor, bucket conveyor, screw conveyor, lift, and all of others like that. And in long distance, we have the bed drive, bicycle carts, cargo plane, ship, wheelbarrow, trucks. You get what I'm saying? So now, let's proceed with the question. The first thing I want you to do is to write the distances, the location itself and the distances respectively. I'm going to be having from farm to the processing unit. I'm going to be having distance 1, farm to processing unit, The distance is what? Don't forget that is what? 5 kilometer. Now this distance from farm to the distance between farm to the processing unit is what? 5 kilometer. Now if from what I gave you, from the gift I gave to you, which of this equipment is suitable to convey the maize from the farm to the processing unit? Is it long distance movement? Is this long distance equipment? Is this long distance machine? Is it short distance machine? If it is short distance machine, which among them is suitable for conveying the maize about 5 kilometer distance to the processing unit? That's what they are asking you. Now, since it is 5 kilometer, the answer is very, very simple. You can make use of trucks. You can make use of wheelbarrow. You can make use of bed drive. You can make use of bicycle. You can make use of trolley. You get what I'm saying? So that's what I'm going to be writing down now. Is long distance movement. You can make use of bed drive, bicycle, wheelbarrow, trucks, of course. So you can make use of all those. For this now, I'm going to be having what? I can make use of belt drive. I can make use of the truck. I can make use of, what's another thing I make use of? Yeah, speak. Yeah, think. Quickly think. I can make use of wheelbarrow also. Wheelbarrow. You can make use of trolley also. You understand? Trolley is also part. You understand? And host of others depending on the type of materials that you are moving. So I have from the farm to the processing unit, I have that is what? 5 kilometer. Now let's proceed with the question. The next distance is cleaning, bagging, and grading units. Cleaning, bagging, and grading units. Cleaning, bagging, and grading units. So don't forget that the distance is what? 75 meter. Of course, that's the distance. If you are not sure, if you are doubting me, this is it. The distance is 75 meter from the question. So the cleaning and bagging unit, and the distance between the cleaning and bagging and the grading unit is 75 meter. And don't forget that I told you that the short distance movement is the movement of materials between the processing shed, and the processing shed consists of the cleaning, bagging, and grading unit. To get it, so the equipment that we are going to be using in this regards is short distance movement. You get what I'm saying? So the equipment there are the belt conveyor, chain conveyor, bucket conveyor, screw conveyor, or lift. If it is vertical, you can make use of lift. Get? So the answers to this is belt conveyor. Uma figure one, belt conveyor. Then after belt conveyor, the chain conveyor. The chain conveyor. Then on screw conveyor also. Screw conveyor. You get it. Then you can also proceed to write bucket, which is that 4 bucket. You see, get it, bucket, and others if you have. So now the next distance that I'm going to be talking about is the distance between what? The that is from the grading unit to the, let me look at the question. Now the next distance here is between the bagging unit and the storage unit, which is what? 100 meter. Now don't forget the 75 meter is for the cleaning and grading and bagging unit. So from the bagging to the storage unit is also within the processing shed. So it's also short distance equipment that I'm going to be using for the movement of that material, of the grains itself. Between the bagging, that's number 3. Bagging and what? Bagging. Between the bagging and storage unit. In bagging and storage unit, the distance is what? What's the distance? If you could record, the distance is, that should be maybe 100 meter. So it's also within the processing shed. So the materials that you're going to be using is on the equipment rather are also belts, conveyor. Those are what? Short distance. Chain conveyor, bucket conveyor, screw conveyor, and in some cases we're going to be using lift also. So don't forget this way. So that's the answers. Now let's proceed to the fourth distance. The fourth distance is what? The fourth distance is if the loading unit is about 250 km from the nearest airport. That is what? The distance between the loading unit and the nearest airport. The distance between the loading unit, that's V, loading unit and airport. What's the distance? The distance is what? 250 km of what? Of course, what should come to your mind? What should come to your mind is that this is a long distance, and it's even if it's long distance movement, What kind of materials is suitable for it? Let's go back to the gifts that I gave you the other time. Okay, here is it. What kind of machine, what kind of equipment, what kind of um, transportation transport is suitable for 250-kilometer journey? Of course, you agree with me, cargo plane is kind of suitable, and ship, if the since it is airport, I think cargo plane is no. I mean, from the loading unit. So you can make use of trucks. Yeah, you can make use of trucks. You can also make use of buckets. Yeah, you can make use of bucket or truck. You get it? You can make use of bucket or truck. So that's it. You can make use of bucket or truck. Bucket or truck. Can make use of bucket or truck. However, if the questioner proceed and said, if the questioner proceed and said, from the airport to down to the central, what's the name? Central African Republic. While reading Central African Republic from the airport, what you can now make use of cargo plane, ship, other mode of transportation that is very long. You get what I'm saying? So that's how to answer such question. If you are given this question in exam, that's how to answer it very well. Thank you very much for watching the video. Kindly click the subscribe button if you have probably if you learn anything from the video or you like the video. Kindly like the video. If you want to enhance the growth of the channel, kindly subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification bell. Thank you very much. I love you. Bye.